Guys, breaking news coming in. IRCC has just dropped express entry categories for the year 2025. Anybody and everybody who's been waiting to apply for the permanent residence under an express entry class, guys, this particular news is very, very important for you because IRCC just declared that what exactly are the categories that they will be following in the balance of the year 2025. So, if you are interested in moving to Canada, then you should be watching this video up until the end. My name is Sahil, and I'll see you on the other side. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil, and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen, and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant to moving to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, we are bringing you live the breaking news that has just been announced on February 27th, 2025 by Immigration, Refugees, Citizenship Canada. Immigration Minister Miller was at a press conference and he declared the categories, the specific categories for express entry for the remainder of the year 2025. Now, guys, just to take backgrounder, IRCC had started with express entry in 2015, and then over the course when the CRS cutoffs started going up high, the IRCC finally decided to bring in categories. That meant they had specific eligibility criteria for each category, and if people fell in those particular criterion, if they were working in those particular NOC codes, then they would have gained certain preference because those were specific set of draws that IRCC was holding, and they have been holding up until 2025. Now, what really happens is there are specific set of NOC codes. Along with that, there are ministerial instructions that whether there are specific number of experiences, number of years of experience, the NOC codes, and all of that. But what we're discussing today is that every year IRCC has the authority to change these NOC codes, and they have the authority to change these categories. They have just to declare it to the parliament, but then they have the authority to declare them over and over again. Now, in this particular year of 2025, let me just bring it up on the screen. IRCC just gave the announcement today that Canada is now looking forward to getting more in Canada draws. That means IRCC will go ahead and announce more Canadian experience related draws, and then there are specific categories as well. Let me just take you to the news once again. Now, the first part says clearly that IRCC is now looking forward for 2025. IRCC will now be looking forward to inviting Canadian experience class draws in the express entry category for people who are working in Canada. Okay, now this clearly means that IRCC will have lesser focus on general category draws. People with FSW experience, people in the general category experience, people who have experience from overseas, they will be given less preference because there will be lesser number of general category draws. They're not saying that they're doing away with FSW draws entirely, but they will have more focus on in Canada. And I think it is but natural only because there are a lot of people who will be running out of status. We might see a lot of deportations. We're actually seeing a lot of deportations, and this is the way that IRCC and Canada can retain its talent who's already working inside Canada. Apart from this, the other categories that IRCC is going to focus on is going to be stronger French language skills. As always, IRCC is focusing on the national mandate that they want to increase French speaking communities outside of Quebec. Then work experience in the following fields, which means NOC codes related to healthcare and social services, such as family physicians, nurse practitioners, dentists, pharmacists, psychologists, and chiropractors. We will see a proper declaration of these NOC codes on IRCC website. But then overall, apart from the health related sector and the social services, we have trades such as carpenters, plumbers, and contractors, which means construction related focus is also there, and then obviously trade related focus is also there. Apart from this, this is a new entrant which is amazing. Education such as teachers, childcare educators, and instructors of persons with disabilities. Guys, this is a new entrant here. We have had a variation of this. But education such as teachers, childcare educators, this is a new entrant. What has been missing here is there are no more A transportation category related draw. So anybody who wanted to be in the transportation category, guys, you are not there in 2025 in the preference. So you will either be invited in a Canadian experience class only draw, where there will not be any, or hopefully there should not be any specific NOC codes. If it's not a CC draw, then these particular categories are going to be. So now only four categories, rather five. CC, then there is French. So these two are pretty standard. Apart from that, there are health and social services, teaching, childcare educators and all, and then trades, right? So trades had to be there. What is out is STEM is out, so no more STEM focused draws and no more transport. So those two are out. Let us quickly have a look at how the express entry categories are looking at. If we go online and look at um, express entry categories. Earlier, it was updated. Let's see if it has been updated or not. If you look at the category based draws, see, it is still not updated because it is still showing French, health, science, trade, agriculture. Agriculture is out, and education, occupations. It is there. I think they've just added education. So, yes, this has been updated today only. So, finally, yes. The NOC codes are here finally. In education, they have updated elementary and school teachers, instructors of person with disability, early childhood educator, elementary school, kindergarten, and secondary school teachers. I think this is pretty good. We should be seeing draws very very soon, right? So this is one. Then French language is as it is there. There are no changes. Then health and social service. This has been updated. Healthcare and social service. There are about 37 entries now. If you look at this, audiologist, animal chiropractor, then massage therapist, and medical sonographer, optometrist, other than pharmacy. Let's see, social service worker. Yes, so social service worker is there. Social workers are there. These are new entrants, and then veterinarians are there. Then specialists in surgery. So pretty good. I think this is an expanded format. I really like this. Then there are other technical occupations. Other in health diagnosing is there, right? So this is pretty good. Uh, yeah, this is looking promising. Then trade related occupations, if you see trade, I think there are a couple of more entries. If you look at 25, there are contractors and floor covering installer, then roofers, shingles, concrete finishers, then there's construction millwright workers, then my absolute also there is one that is out, 73200 is out. That one is out, so that won't be there in the preferences. Then there is construction cooks. Then there is construction manager. So cooks is there. This is going to be, this is going to be nice. So 63200, a lot of people can use it. Sheet metal workers, plumbers, carpenters, cabinet makers, bricklayers, all of them are there. So agriculture is missing, STEM is missing, although it is still there. But IRCC says they will still have focus on the categories only, as mentioned in trades, education, healthcare, and services. This is going to be the focus, along with French, and mostly it is going to be in Canada draws, guys. I think the in Canada draws are pretty much expected this year because IRCC, like I said, has been facing constant, wrath by the international students and also the people who are seeing expiring permits in Canada. And it is only fair because they have spent their time in Canada. They have spent their temporary residency time within the country working for Canadian employers. So at least whatever bit they can do, they will be able to add value. Although surprisingly, the numbers are not going to be that great, and PNP has already started taking a hit. Over the weekend, we'll make a more detailed on how to see, expect the numbers and whatnot. But as of today, the breaking news is that Canada has declared the categories for the year 2025. People, STEM, agriculture, and transport are not the focus this year. Everything else, including construction, trade, cook, you know, health, social worker, and education. So, surprisingly, education, which has never been seen as a part of any of the PNPs, that is also in focus. I think this is pleasant news. At least some news is pleasant news because we have more specific expectations, and people can plan accordingly. Um, well, that was all from us today. And I hope you got something important in this video today. If you have anything to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule an appointment and we would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best, and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.